Nothing is more loyal than an animal that you've bonded with. They're your ride or die, inseparable from your side no matter what. And if you need someone you can trust to always be with you, an animal beats out a human just about every time. Today, we're gonna show you some of the most incredible animal reunions with their owners ever caught on camera. Stick around until the end, and you'll definitely shed a few tears. An emotional dog owner broke down in tears when he was reunited with his beloved Jack Russell days after she fell down a foxhole. The pup fell down after being chased by another dog and spent several days in the foxhole, but now they're finally back together. Having been hospitalized for a very long time, this man has been separated from his beloved dog for far too long. But now, they're finally reunited.
He's so happy.
This dog got a little bit scared when this stranger approached him, but after getting a closer look, he realized that it's his owner that he was stolen from 2 years ago. This dog was found running around all alone in the city streets. Thankfully, they found his owner thanks to a microchip, and they could be reunited after more than a month of being lost. After her dog had been lost for 21 days, this animal was called to the animal clinic to see if the dog they found was hers, and safe to say, it was. This dog named Chadal waited 1.5 years to see his owner again. But unfortunately, due to the man's ill health, this was the last time they'd see each other. For a brief moment, she bids her last farewell to her grandfather. The man was clearly heartbroken, but wished his dog to meet a nice new family, which he eventually did. After a temporary hospital visit, this 96-year-old man was reunited with his cheerful best friend.
Nice to see you, boy.
This dog was scared he might not see his owner again after he went away to get treatment for his epilepsy. But watch the heartwarming moment the owner is welcomed back home.
Is he your daddy?
I missed you too. I missed you too.
After being away for more than 1 year, this dog is incredibly happy to see his owner and jumps into his arms to embrace him. This golden retriever got loose and eventually wound up in a dog shelter far from home. Here, he is finally getting reunited with his owner. As you can see, the dog is incredibly happy to finally be reunited with his best friend. Camels don't have arms to hug like us humans do, so they use their long necks instead. A man called the Cheetah Whisperer reunites with an African cheetah after 1 year of absence. At first, he didn't know if the cheetah would remember him, but he sure did.
Too long to make me bleed.
The man met the cheetah when it was only 10 months old and spent a lot of time playing, feeding, and even sleeping with him at night. And even though the cheetah has now grown up, he's still very affectionate, just as the man remembered him.
You're a good boy, Gabe. You're a good boy. You're a good boy.
And this is the adorable reunion between a boy and his favorite dog after 1 year apart. After 8 long months, Stinky the Chihuahua finds his way back to his loving owner, and the man cries tears of joy after finally getting his best friend back. When a car hit the fence at this woman's home when she was at work, her beloved dog escaped and was gone by the time she came back home. She searched frantically but couldn't find him anywhere. Then, after 3 years apart, she finally found him after looking for a new pet at a dog shelter. A 73-year-old fisherman found a tiny penguin at his local beach covered in oil, barely able to move. He cleaned the oil off the penguin's feathers and fed him a daily diet of fish to build his strength up. Now, the penguin swims 5,000 miles each year to be reunited with the man who saved his life. These divers reunite with the dolphins that they visit every year, and the dolphins are always incredibly friendly toward them, just like they remember their human friends. And this is the wholesome reunion between a cow and his human friend. This owner comes home every day to a big hug from his beloved dog, who's always incredibly happy to see him. You might think that pigs can only love food. That is, until you see this wholesome moment of a pig greeting his friend who rescued him in the past. After being reunited with its owner, this baby monkey cries loudly because he doesn't want to leave her side even for a second. Riley the golden retriever loves his owner so much that he jumps into his arms every time they greet each other. That must be the happiest dog in the world. You'd think that wolves are extremely dangerous animals, and they can be, but this heartwarming video proves that they can also be friendly. It shows Kekoa, the giant timber wolf, greeting wildlife workers after not seeing each other for a very long time. And this man had an unexpected diving experience, to say the least, when a seal suddenly swam up to him for a cuddle. A baby elephant greets its owner with a snuggling session, and it's the most wholesome thing you'll see all day. A blind dog found his owner by his scent and is very happy to see him.
You found me, girl.
And this man reunites with a crocodile that he saved several years earlier. The crocodile now lives a happy and healthy life at a wildlife sanctuary, but he'll never forget his savior. Just see for yourself the incredible bond between them. Even after being apart for 2 years, the predator instantly recognized his friend. For several days, these police officers searched for a rat named Lucy that had gone missing from a homeless man. Miraculously, they managed to track down the pet rat and safely retrieve it before reuniting it with its owner.
That's her. She's got the blind eye. That's her. Yeah, she remembers me. Yeah, kiss.
A wildlife worker reunites with his wolf friends after several months apart, and as you can see, they're extremely happy to see him again. And these wolves greet their human best friend by licking inside her mouth for affirmation, just like they do to one another in their pack. These bears were thrilled to see their caretaker and human friend once he came back home from a long trip. The bears were originally born in captivity and would have no chance to survive in the wild, but thankfully, this orphan wildlife center takes good care of the animals. And here's a reunion with a cat that went missing 13 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
In 1969, 2 men bought a small lion cub from a pet department, which was then legal. The lion, named Christian, was kept in the basement of a furniture shop and ate in a local restaurant, but was growing up fast. Eventually, he was returned to the wild, but 9 months later, the 2 men went into the jungle in hopes to find him, not knowing if the lion would even recognize them. But he sure did, and in an emotional reunion, Christian the lion ran towards them and jumped into their arms. A woman reunites with her dog that went missing for 2 weeks after running away from fireworks. After 3 long months, a dog and its owner are finally back together. And that's all for today. Do you have a special friendship with an animal? If so, tell us in the comments section about how they greet you after a long time apart. And while you're down there, remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.